Let's go back to 1984. Then Jefferson County Judge Executive Mitch McConnell unseated Democratic Senator Walter D. Huddleston. 36 years later, Senator McConnell is still in Washington. Huddleston was the first of 6 Democratic opponents that McConnell has defeated. And on Tuesday, he's hoping to change that number to 7. LEX 18's political reporter Carolina Buchek has more on Senator Mitch McConnell.
With just a few days until November 3rd, Senator Mitch McConnell is giving his supporters a final nudge. And with a new Supreme Court justice on the bench, McConnell's big talking point is about judges. He's made it clear that filling judicial positions is the way he's going to change the country. Because unlike laws that can be changed rather quickly, judicial appointments last a long time. So he has put many conservatives on the bench.
So here we are, at the end of this 4-year period, 3 Supreme Court justices, 53 U.S. Circuit Court judges, 1 below the Supreme Court. Not a single vacancy in any circuit court in America.
And he reminds people that this is possible because of his leadership role.
One of the great advantages of being the majority leaders, I get to decide in what order we do things. And amazingly enough, every time we had a judge, they came up first.
And while this is something his critics use to attack him with, this is all part of his pitch to voters. He's selling them on the fact that he has influence in Washington.
So what would happen if my opponent were elected? Her first vote in the Senate would be to make Chuck Schumer from New York the majority leader of the Senate, transferring that power from Kentucky to New York. We're not going to let that happen, are we?
No! His opponent this time is Democrat Amy McGrath, and she has raised a lot of cash, making her competitive on the money front. But McConnell currently leads in the polls, and he says he feels good going into election night.
Well, I'm confident that I'm going to be successful.
He says that confidence comes from faith in the things he's presented to Kentucky. However, critics say that case lacks a second coronavirus aid bill. But McConnell blames the Democrats for that.
So hopefully when the election's over, we'll be able to achieve the kind of bipartisanship we did back in the spring.
So will voters give him a 7th term in office? The votes will tell. In Lexington, Carolina Buchek, LEX 18 News.